time of year to kind of know where the postseason race is? Does it add a little adrenaline out there?
Oh, for sure. I mean, that one felt really good.
Your velo was up just a tick. I mean, you obviously feel strong at this point in the season, even though you've never been at this point in the season, right?
Yeah.
That many innings?
Yeah, I think I've thrown maybe twice as many as I had last year, and I feel really good. Like, ball's coming out good. Feel good. So, yeah, that's all I can ask for.
What was the scouting report on these guys? I know that you threw a little bit more of the slider, curveball than I.
Yeah, the curveball's been actually working really well for me the last couple of weeks, and I kind of just try to do what I did last time with them. Same scouting report. Harper and Schwarber in the lineup this time around, but watching the last couple games, they struggled with curveballs, and that's where first at bat to Schwarber, I didn't throw many good ones, but later in the game, that's kind of what I leaned on against them.
I know you belong up here, but to have two performances like that against a good team like that, how much confidence does that give you?
Yeah, it definitely gives me a lot of confidence. I have confidence every time I throw, but after one like that, you got your team behind you too, and it makes you feel really good.
Are you conscious that you retired like 19 in a row at a certain point there for it?
I knew I hadn't given up a runner since the first. I wasn't really counting, but man, I really wanted that last one. Just got to squeeze the glove and come up with that ground ball. But yeah, it was fun.
How satisfying is it when you're that efficient and you know your pitch count is 70 after 5 or wherever, you know you can get into the 7th inning. How much satisfaction does that give you?
Yeah, that quick inning, whether it was the 5th or 6th, that was huge. We love quick innings. That allowed me to get into the 7th there. But just pounding the zone, trying to get quick outs. Try to get into the 7th, 8th every time I pitch.
I know coming into the season, a lot of people weren't really expecting you to be the contributor you have been. Do you feel like I know you're always pushing, you never want to get comfortable, but do you feel like you're, an established member of this rotation now with the way you've been pitching, getting into 6th and 7th innings?
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of my mindset right when they called me up, was that we need a guy, I'm going to be that guy. Just having that mindset, staying confident, it's kind of all I can do for myself.
Well, you guys got that bad Riley news Monday, and to do this over 3 games against a good team, how impressive was this to see everybody contribute on a weak series like this?
Yeah, I mean, just unfortunately it's next guy up. It's kind of how it's been for us all year. But we're going to go play the same game every time out, regardless of who we're playing, regardless of who we have out in the field. It's just kind of our mindset.
What about the play you're getting from the guys that join the team mid-season, for them to be that slick in the infield especially?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Gio's looked incredible the last 3 games in the infield, and you know what you're going to get from Witt. Good second baseman. He's been playing really well for us. Just really nice.
When you've seen you all work so hard over these last couple months, what's the elation you guys feel for him as teammates when he puts one out like that?
Oh, it feels really good, especially for him. I mean, he crushed that ball. I mean, he's had a bunch of 107-mile-an-hour hits that have come up short on the warning track somehow. But for that one to go out was huge for us. It ended up being the run that won us the game.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thanks, Spencer. Go ahead.
We keep asking you about Schwellenbach. Does he keep impressing you with stepping up in these big games like
Yeah.
this?
No, it's just really impressive how he goes about it and how he handles himself and the situations and the games and the pressure of the games or whatever. It doesn't seem to bother him at all.
He puts a couple guys on there in the first inning and then just gets on a roll pretty quickly.
He has a strike zone. He might get away from it from different periods, but his assortment is really good too. And he can throw them all for strikes.
How happy were you for Adam to see him have that moment?
It's good, yeah, especially as we needed that run.
You guys haven't seen a lot of left-handers for 2 months now.
Yeah.
Just for him to take advantage of it.
Yeah, it's great. Well, just, he stays ready and continues to hit, and now I think we see 2 out of the next 3, so
We talked about doubling and then they did it again tonight.
I know. So I told Whit, I was like, you guys keep, doing, this is really good. I mean, those are really nice plays. I mean, just strong from, the start to finish, both guys.
What did y'all see in Schwellenbach early on? Y'all were kind of flailing around a little bit, try to flush out the rotation and.
Oh, no, he's been impressive from the get-go, and the fact that he throws strikes. He's got secondary pitches, and he doesn't, his velocity stays the whole game, I think because he uses all of his pitches. But, you see him still late in the game, and he's not losing velocity on his fastball is still quick and gets on top of hitters. But, the Sorb, he's got a lot of pitches, and he throws them all for strikes, and they're all, really, really good, quality pitches. And I think it's just the fact that he throws strikes is huge. And when he controls the running game, he feels his position, he does all those little things that winning pitchers do.
He gets that deep in the game, allows you to do your bullpen the way you want to use it.
Yeah, it's big out of Pierce, too. I mean, Joe wasn't available tonight, and it's Pierce's curveball plays, like, if he's getting that thing over against anybody.
How satisfying is it to see how your team played after a rough Monday?
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah. It's great to see how they rallied around this series, and, we got another big series starting tomorrow. They're all big now. All the games are big. None are any more important than the others because it's just about winning games. So, hopefully you can go out there and have a good weekend.
L'Oreal's pretty athletic out there in right field, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, we knew that coming in. I mean, that's what they were saying in Gwinnett when he was there, that because he played a lot of center field, but he said he was really playing really well and right. So, if Schwellenbach comes back, depending on who we put, he might have to move.
It's been a couple months since Iggy's allowed an earned run. How much comfort does that give you when that's your bullet?
Well, a lot. I mean, I have a lot of confidence in Iggy. He's been very efficient, throwing really good, and his stuff is kind of playing up too. I mean, he's even when he went the 2 innings and then saved the game the next day. I mean, the stuff's been really, really good.
All right.
Okay, thanks.